all look beautiful, gorgeous, you know. So, you can't hear me?
Now again.
You all look beautiful. You look good. And that's what the Black Directory is all about. There are competent, wonderful, energetic entrepreneurs in our city who happen to be African American. And the playing field needs to be leveled. And that's what this Black Directory does. It is a beginning. I know for myself, we have tried to list every business we could identify in the city. And sometimes we miss businesses. For every one, as it says in here, my brother's page, Richard, that for every one business, we've probably missed 100 or 200. But it's a start. I called someone after the directory went to print for a masseuse that could come to my retirement party. And I called a masseuse from the directory. She gave me the name of someone who's not in the directory. But that person came and we did business. So this is a start. It's not about saying, oh, you're not in here. It's about saying, you know, next year you will be, but if I can do business with you right now, I will. Amen. And we owe it to each other to always look first to those who are like us, those who have an interest in our communities. We know that we employ African Americans. We employ those people who ordinarily may not be thought about or given an opportunity. So that's what the directory is about, making sure that sometimes our money goes in our community 1, 2, 3 times before leaving. And also knowing that we can connect with majority-owned businesses and do business just like we do business with each other, just like they do business with each other. It is so important that we understand our standing within this greater Pittsburgh community. Never take a back seat. Never think that your service or your business is not good enough. Everyone starts somewhere. So, I would like to think especially, people ask me, why do you have the same people on the cover? Well, we have the same people and new people on the cover because they pay. And because they pay, this directory is free, 10,000 copies strong. And we're able to do what we do. We make sure we get them to churches, to agencies, to businesses and organizations. And as I said, it is a start. So for every one business, if there's 100 or 200 more, then we've reached 10,000 businesses. If you call for an attorney and that attorney can't do business with you, in fact, I called an attorney, Rosemary Crawford. I thought I could use her services. She said to me, no. Here are 2 other people to call. And they weren't in the directory, and I called them. You know, I'm not going to say you didn't advertise with me, so I'm not doing business with you. I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot, you know. If I need a business, I need a business. And that's what happened. So we have to always think about how far-reaching our efforts go. And the other part of the directory is our blue pages, our blue page section. That's agencies and organizations. There are so many agencies and organizations that either need our help or can help us. You know, we didn't get here by ourselves. We have a myriad issues and problems within our communities. So we need to reach out to those organizations. And if they can't help you, they're referring. So to make our community strong, we have to stick together. We have to know what works and how to work it. And we have to be grateful and thankful that we in business and those that provide a service can take our community to another level. So with that, I would like to thank my advertisers and ask them all to come up and stand with me. Paula Castleberry, representative from Ruth Bird Smith's office, Rosemary Crawford, the ABC Behavioral Services, representative there, Lene Benton, our corporate, one of our corporate representatives. And have I missed anyone else? And then Ola Jackson. And I want to ask all of my media partners, you know there is such a thing as professional reciprocity. And you got to use it. And I use it, and every year I say to those in the media who help me get the word out to you, then I am going to make sure you're represented in the directory. That's the way business is done. We cannot ignore those people that help us. So, Brother Ash, Diane Daniels, Tanae Kroom, who called me, I'll be your photographer. I'll be here, you know. So it is about exchange. And we all have to recognize that, because if we don't, we will be crabs in a barrel. We're not that. We don't need to be defined that way. We need to be defined as a chain, links in a chain. And when one person is back, that chain becomes stronger and pulls that person up. So, I have nothing else to say. And make sure you take directories. There'll be directories up at the NAACP, up at Jake Wheatley's office, at Jones Printing. You'll see in here a list of places you can go get boxes and take them to your place of business. If you have reunions, if you have conferences, come and get these directories and get them out. Hershey. She's representing Milton Hershey School. Yes.
Okay. I asked Connie if I could say something. Connie is a jewel as a person, because it takes a personal commitment to make something like this work. And the Milton Hershey School has enough money to do business with anyone they choose to. They trust Connie. Today, I know I've met many of you before. Today, I am here because the Milton Hershey School, located in Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place on earth, has decided to work with Connie in order to establish a base in Pittsburgh and bring the message of employment. But today, the bottom line is, it's about trust, and it's about valuing the people that have been brought into our lives. So today I drove in from Hershey, Pennsylvania, on behalf of the Milton Hershey School to say thank you to Connie and the Black Director.
I have to mention the New Pittsburgh Courier, because as the oldest newspaper, I know this side of the Alleghenies and possibly in the U.S., gave me my start. My brother used to deliver Pittsburgh Couriers. We were young, as many, many people did. And one day he was sick, so I had to deliver his papers. I knocked on the door of one of my neighbors and she said, "Who is it?" Now, back then everyone, it was the milkman, the mailman, the paper boy, and I was so upset because I was not going to say paper boy. So it was then that I sort of expressed my assertiveness. And Eric Gaines is here representing the Pittsburgh Courier, and I've worked with them for from the time I was a child until up through the time that I had Renaissance News, my newspaper. And I am so proud when I go around the country and people ask me about the Pittsburgh Courier. They have been a partner with me for many, many years. So Eric is here, and Debbie Norell is here, and we just want to say thank you and keep doing what you're doing.